Hello, dirty trucking. Up this morning, it's early in the morning. No, I ain't going to no job. Ain't no job to go to. But when safety let me go 2 days ago, he said something that I'm going to ask in this video. He said, if it's any questions you want to ask me, ask it now. That's what he said, right after telling me he was letting me go for business purposes. All right, Mr. Safety, traveling safety man. I'm going to ask it through this video. Something I saw, something I noticed, ain't heard of people about, and I wrote the company about. You know, in trucking, even in local, some of these companies, the majority of them have a sign-on bonus. That's right, a sign-on bonus, just like OTR. A sign-on bonus for the drivers. When I signed on at that company, there was no mention to me about the sign-on bonus. You know how I found out they were offering a sign-on bonus? A flyer on their door when I got to the terminal. Right there, printed, offering a sign-on bonus for drivers there. So, and I began to wonder why nobody said anything to me about a sign-on bonus. You know, and by me driving somebody else's truck, I was wondering how that worked. Now, when I first approached Horizon about working there, and let me give you the real reason why I went there. It's because it was closer to home. I was actually hired on somewhere else, doing the same thing, working with another guy. It's supposed to have been a dedicated run to Chicago and back. He was paying just a set rate. But it's going to be, the traveling to get there was going to be kind of difficult if I was going to have to do that. I said, well, if I'm going to decide to make the decision to go drive somebody else's truck just to get some damn income, then, you know, there's other companies that does that's a little closer than the one I was actually hired on to. And now, since all this fiasco happened at where I was at, and all this weird, just too much stuff was going on there, maybe I should have went to the other one. I don't know. But that was something I never wanted to do. I didn't want to drive a truck for somebody else. I didn't want to be splitting no money with nobody else. I didn't want none of that. I wasn't afraid of paying maintenance costs on a truck or none of that. You just sabotaging my trucks to prevent me from having my own truck. Right now, it's to be 2 trucks I should own. 2. If it wasn't for sabotage and rig maintenance repairs and lies, I should own 2 trucks. Right now, one should be an International, and the other one should have been that Freightliner from U.S. Express. But I don't own neither one of them, do I? Ain't that right? Ain't that right, U.S. Express? Why don't I own that truck? Why? Same shit here happened here. They just getting too free-hearted with just letting me go. That's what happened to U.S. Express. Sent me down to that yard out of Branch, Mississippi for a load. Got there was an issue with the trailer they told me to take. And after I notified them the trailer was damaged, they took me off the load. And then after they took me off the load, told me I had to see the terminal manager, supervisor, whatever his title was at the time. And at the time, I thought they was talking about the guy in the shop, the head of the shop. I told him, well, I saw that guy. He went and saw the trailer, and he seen there was something wrong with it that I couldn't take it. But after I notified him via the electronic log, communication device. The dispatcher took the load off me. The dispatcher, the planner, the fleet owner, that's what they called him over there. Took me off the load. And I said, well, I ain't finna sit here at the terminal. Well, y'all figure this out because you sent me here. And before I came here, because that was a total yard, I specifically asked you, when I deadheaded down there, do they have trailers? Because you know that yard is a total yard. Y'all don't have no trailers. Them drivers be coming in there snatching them up. And the last time I got issued a trailer there, it was an issue about it. The guy gave me the trailer because the other guy that was supposed to get the trailer wasn't on his truck when he came in. And this guy said he couldn't hold a trailer. So he went on ahead and gave me the trailer. Company calls me, telling me to bring the trailer back. I said, for what? It was an empty trailer. The guy gave it to me because he said he couldn't find the guy. And if he didn't give it to me and he had dropped it, somebody else was going to come there and take the trailer. And he seen I was there circling on the yard looking for a trailer. So he went on here and gave me the trailer. Which he should have kept because there was some inside damage to the floor that needed to be fixed. But U.S. Express get me down there to tell me I'm not happy. Yeah, who would be happy sitting around? Who would be happy with somebody playing games that goes against your contract? And you was letting them do it. You don't bargain. You don't proposition me on loads. Tell me if I don't do this load, you're not going to give me another load. And that's what happened there. Told me this was the planner, the pre-planner. Tells me if I don't do this little short shag load, get this trailer emptied out and bring it back down to the yard and drop it, you're not going to give me the other load, which paid more, longer haul, and I can go on. I get there to the yard, the guy that's at the terminal tell you should have went on ahead and did the load. Why? It's a shag. The driver that brought the load to your yard passed the delivery to get it there. Why you gonna make me do it? Why don't you get one of your company drivers to do it? Why you gonna make an independent contractor do it? Why didn't you get one of your company drivers to do it? So the guy gonna tell me that those loads pay good. I don't care what they pay. They're not gonna pay what that longer haul was gonna pay. And I didn't want that shag. And that was a different yard. And you tried to use me as an independent contractor to go get a trailer freed up for one of your other drivers. And then told me if I didn't do the shag, you weren't going to give me the other load. So I messaged, here we go with the issues with the dispatcher. I messaged they call themselves fleet owners over there, which is the weirdest title I've ever seen. Dispatchers is fleet owners over there. You don't own the fleet. U.S. Express does. They had a sign-on bonus over there. Which, normally, I've never seen a driver not receive a sign-on bonus. Even at that trash company I was at. But some of them sign on, these companies and got hip to people. They were losing money through sign-on bonuses and started changing the times of when you're getting them, making sure you last with the company, which is more reasonable because they're coming in, getting these sign-on bonuses. But after being at these companies and seeing what you've done to these drivers and put them through, you ain't gonna miss that sign-on bonus. Because I remember back in the day when they said the government was paying these trucking companies so many thousands per driver they was able to get there. So and they said that was the reason why these trucking companies were so freely able to just go ahead and get rid of a driver and didn't care. Because they was getting so much money from the government to get the drivers. But the drivers weren't staying. They weren't being retained. They were dealing with bad equipment and issues there. But they were getting money from the government. But weren't retaining the drivers. They were just raking up all this money. That's what them trucking companies were doing. And I don't know if they're still doing it now. But they offered a sign-on bonus. And that day I got harassed the first time when I'm sitting in Ohio. And they put my number in a group text. And immediately the harassment started. That whole day I'm sitting there. Now, if I was OTR and actually been married and was team driving with my husband, and they put me in a group chat, and that shit started, and my husband looks at my phone and saw that shit, my man or significant other looked at that and saw that shit, what the hell do you think was going to happen? Somebody was going to get a phone call with some strength in their throat about what the fuck going on. We didn't come here for this. I didn't come here for that. I didn't come here for you to pass my fucking number around so I could be harassed. I didn't come here to be played with because I'm a female driver. I didn't come here to make less money because I'm a female driver. Because I was splitting that money with the owner of the truck. Means I made less money than them owner-operators. Them owner-operators made twice what I got. I was out there trying to bust my ass just to get enough so my check would look decent, so it wouldn't piss me off the fact that I don't own a truck and I had to go resort to driving somebody else's truck to try to make the money I'm looking for, because I don't own damn one of my trucks I had. All them trucks I had. And I don't own damn one of them. Nowhere. All of them. But they offered a sign-on bonus, and that day I got harassed when I decided to send a message to the company about it to make them aware. Because, see, when, I don't like people sweeping shit up under the rug. When they talking about they let me handle it, that means you finna sweep it up under the rug. There's some individuals you want to protect, something that got out of hand, and you sitting there looking at it, and you thought I was supposed to sit there and like that and tolerate that shit. Let me tell you something. When you got female drivers at the company, it's a little bit different process there. All that man shit don't fucking work. Because now you dealing with females. You have females in the industry. That harassment shit ain't gonna fly. At a company that they tolerated the harassment. Yeah, you took care of it. It stopped. The only reason it really stopped, because I told them, now I got to change my number. I don't want them motherfuckers doing that shit on my phone, texting me. That same bullshit that be going on here on my social media, popping up with them old crazy ass fucked up comments. Nobody want that shit on their fucking phone. Don't nobody want to know they got a cell phone with all this bullshit coming to the phone. I'm at work trying to do my job. And you gonna make it look like I'm the motherfucker that's fucking up around there when you were covering up a harassment issue? Yeah, I'll let you handle it. But was it really handled? Because now I started having problems with the truck I was driving. Loads, the dispatcher started sitting me around, telling me no, he ain't got no loads. All this shit. And I remember when safety used to come there, used to tell me, if you have any issues, you have any problems, go in there and talk to the payroll. She's the one handling the payroll. Who's also, it seems to be the president or something there, the company, I guess. I don't know if she's the president of Horizon or what. but sent out an email. I don't know if her title just payroll, but it had quite a few titles on that company email that went out. Told me to go in there and talk to her. This is the same lady I heard was involved with saying they were going to let me go. But the whole time I was having issues. They're telling me if I was having any problems, need to talk to anybody, go in there and talk to her. The lady that let me go, you told me to go in there and talk to her. This is the other safety guy. Telling me they were glad I was there. Oh, really? Then why am I not? But I sent a letter inquiring, a message inquiring about the sign-on bonus. I haven't heard anything. Why didn't I get a sign-on bonus? I'm a driver there. So and then I started thinking, is the owner of the truck receiving a sign-on bonus? Sign-on bonuses go to the physical driver of the truck. Not the owner of the truck. Not the leaseholder of the truck, but the driver of the truck. I heard crickets when it came to that. And the safety guy that let me go 2 days ago, we got two different safety guys that I interacted with there. We got one that's a traveling safety guy. He travels from terminal to terminal, out of state, pops up there every now and then. And then we got one that comes there every so many months to do the truck inspections, who happened to be there that Monday before the day I end up let go. We out there having a nice little chat. I showed him the citation, copied the citation I was mailed in the mail, and told him what I thought was going on. Told him about there's something. It seems that this citation has been switched. It no longer says just a safety check on there. And I told him what happened with the chassis in the back. That was on Monday. I remember he wrote something down when I said it said just a safety check. And now Tuesday, for business purposes, I end up let go. I don't want to say sounds strange, but it is. But I asked about the safety bonus. What happened to it? Did the owner of the truck get the safety bonus that belonged to me, or any payments for the safety bonus during my time there? I got there in November. I haven't seen a safety bonus. Then it was also mentioned, told us by a safety guy, when they had that incident with the overweight load. I got a good inspection after we was pulled in for that overweight load. Though the company that shipped that load had to take the heat for that shit because they loaded it wrong. It wasn't on me. They also did inspection on the truck. I got a clean inspection. I was told they'd rather pay a driver $1,000 to get a clean inspection so they don't have to pay anything than have to pay for a citation. Now, this company pays for a clean inspection. Says they send the checks in the mail. I got a clean inspection. How much I get for that? Is it 1,000 or you gonna tell me 100? I ain't got no check in the mail. All them bonuses and stuff, I believe you're supposed to get it in the mail. That's what they told me. That's what I was reading somewhere. They mail those to the drivers. They don't put it in your settlement. They supposed to specifically mail. I don't have a sign-on bonus. Nobody, and he asked me if I got a question, and that didn't dawn on me at the time he said that. I said, what does he ask me? to ask you questions. You let me go for business purposes, and I'm steady asking you what business purposes, and you dancing around the issue. Is you covering up the fact that you didn't pay me my safety bonus, or you paid it to somebody else, or you just chose not to give me the safety bonus? What happened? Not this, the safety check for the clean inspection I didn't get, nor did I get a sign-on bonus. Is that the question you want me to ask? Well, I'm asking it. On social media, what happened to my sign-on bonus? I got it at the last job because I intended to stay there until that bullshit happened. See, when you're dealing with somebody in management that don't want you there, thinking you talk like a boss, find out you put in for the same position, they just want you gone. See, that's when that shit started happening. So they can get you out of there. Because now they think you a threat to the job. No, I ain't a threat to your job. You was a threat to your job when you neglected to do your job. And then you were lying to the management, owners of the company about what shit was going on at the job. That's how you became your own threat to the job. And it kills me on these jobs. The drivers know what's going on. They know who, when we interact with the people in management. See, when we go in the office, let me give y'all a little heads up. We know about y'all. You can sit there behind that computer all you want to. But we know about y'all. At all these companies, the drivers know about you all. From payroll, the dispatchers, all that. If you there physically on the property and we interact with you, we know about you. We know which one's doing what, who doing what, who ain't doing what, or why you doing what. That'd be the chatter amongst the drivers. We know. And that's why it amazes me. I used to be out there when companies was trying to inquire why they were losing drivers, and then they finally, this was the fucked up word I said, finally. When they finally decided to go ask drivers why they were leaving the company. A company did me like that. After I was there and went back to them. I had left. Came in there and asked me the day I was leaving. I was telling them to get their emblems and shit off my truck. Why I was leaving. And I went and told them. It was a dispatcher. The games the dispatcher was playing. That's why I left. But I ended up going back to that company. And got a different dispatcher. And spent, I had a nice time there. The last there 2 years going on into my third year. If they hadn't sabotaged my truck. I've been there a long time. To be at one company, that was a record for me. That length of time. OTR at that. But where's my sign-on bonus? Where's the money you say you give drivers for a clean inspection that you claim you mail out? Where is it? And see, when those drivers that lease their trucks on there and hire the drivers, how many drivers at that company is actually full-fledged owner-operators? Or is you driving somebody else's truck? Because, see, for them to hire, they got to get the word out. I run across a posting on Indeed.com yesterday. Somebody was hiring for drivers at Horizon. And it wasn't Horizon themselves. It was somebody who had a truck. Hiring for the same company I was at. But you just told me you let me go for business purposes. Lack of freight. And then in that higher advertisement, I seen it said it offers a sign-on bonus. And quite don't look like the same amount that the actual company was offering. These individuals taking money off the top of the sign-on bonus because you were driving a truck. Is that fair? Because you was driving somebody else's truck, you didn't get a sign-on bonus, but you were a driver there. When I went to that company, I approached that company to work there. I didn't actually approach this guy that had the truck. I went there looking to be a driver there. Then I asked, because I don't have a truck, did you have anybody that has a truck I can drive? And that's how I got hooked up with the guy truck I was driving. That's all that transpired. So I got a question to ask, and I'm asking it through social media. Where's my safety bonus? Not safety bonus, sign-on bonus. Where's my sign-on bonus? Because it's right there in the window that you offer it. So you mean because I was driving somebody else's truck? I'm the driver there. You offer a sign-on bonus for drivers who sign on there. I signed on there, but I don't have a sign-on bonus. Where is it? Why didn't you answer the question when I asked about it? I sent it through your website, your support website about if you got any questions. I asked about the sign-on bonus. So is that the question you wanted me to get around to asking you? Safety? Well, I'm asking it now. Where's my sign-on bonus? Where's the money you say you pay the drivers for a clean inspection? That you claim you mail those out in the mail. That's what I read on that flyer. You send those in the mail. You don't put them in the settlement checks. You send that directly to the driver. So who did you mail the sign-on bonus to? Because I damn didn't get shit. And I've been there driving that motherfucking truck. Sign-on bonuses goes to the driver. The driver is not the owner of the truck. The driver is the individual logging into that log and physically moving that truck, which was me. So I got a question. Why didn't I get a sign-on bonus? And where's the money you say you pay for a clean inspection? Because I got one. I ain't got shit in the mail. Answer that question. Dirty trucking out. Just exposing all this bullshit I'm being told and getting the word out because I want to know the truth. Where's the sign-on bonus? Why didn't I get it? Why wasn't I entitled to one? And where's the money you claim you pay for a clean inspection? Well, because I got one. Dirty trucker, peace out.